welcome to the Groundsman. I'm here with Coach Thobz from Thobz Academy in Midrand. I asked him to give me a few pointers on keeping. I'm thinking a lot about young players that have been sitting at home, young keepers in particular that are going to do a lot of squats over the next few months, trying to get their teams to a final or to even win the league. There's a lot of cricket to be played. So thank you, Coach Thobz. Thank you for taking me in. I'm not a keeper, by the way, so whatever he's about to show me, be easy on me on the comments. But I'm hoping we're going to have a good time. We can show the youngsters a thing or two around keeping and some of the basic drills they can go through with their own or brother or anybody at home that can help them sort of improve their keeping and some of the stuff they could do at school when they get back to school. So thank you, Coach Thobz. I'm going to leave it to you.
Thank you very much for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, today we'll be doing wicket keeping basics. We'll add a little bit of this and that of spice into it. Don't worry about your back. But you will feel a little bit of something on your thighs and your calves. That's just how wicket keeping is supposed to be. You're not supposed to have lower back problems with wicket keeping. Once you do that, there's something you're not doing right in your keeping. So I'll show you the basics, and that's where we just need to stay on all the time. And then, we'll see how far we can go, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up is inners, no gloves. And then we're working on catching the ball. So the key thing about wicket keeping is to catch the ball. That's your main job. All right. I know bowlers tend to be harsh on wicket keepers with ball going down leg. That's your job. You just have to find ways to throw yourself and get to it. So the key is to catch the ball. But for that to happen often, consistently, you need to make sure you protect yourself. And one of the things to make it easy to protect is to catch the ball in a correct way, or most comfortable for you. So in the wicket keeping glove, you have your whip, you have your fingers, and then you have this area here, we call it the palm of your hand. That's the most comfortable place we always look for as wicket keepers. The second it hits there, the sound that we look for, where you will tell if I'm catching it hard, I'm allowing the ball to come to me. Those are the key we look for. But the palm is the most important area we as wicket keepers, we look for to have the ball hitting there constantly. Okay, so we'll have a couple of balls thrown at you, just looking for that feel where you feel comfortable, and then from there, we'll just gradually going up and up and up and so forth. Now, this one is easy. You don't have to worry about crouching going down. Just a slight bend of your knees and keep your eye on the ball. Okay? Nice. Okay? Last one. There we go. So with wicket keeping, you've got very few options of catching the ball. Actually, the correct way is either with your fingers down, then you have your fingers sideways, or you have your fingers up.
Okay.
We don't do crocodiles.
Never crocodile.
No, you're going to hurt yourself.
Not
No, you're going to hurt yourself. So that's one of the key things, is that as much as you're looking for that sweet spot, just make sure your fingers are nicely down. Let the ball hit the palm, close it. Okay. So 2 more balls. Just working on that, looking for that feel. Okay. There you go. Then comes another important part, which is left-hander or right-hander. So if you're right-hander, you're always going to use your right hand to be more dominant when it comes to catching and closing your gloves. So if you're right-hander, most of the guys will use their right-hander because they feel comfortable. That's their strong hand. Lefties will be the left-hander, and that's their comfortable hand.
I'm a righty. So.
Yeah, okay, no worry. There you go. There you go. So when you want to catch the ball, automatically, that's how it is. You want to have a look at it all the time, which is very key to wicket keeping. Keep your eye on the ball all the time until it hits your hand, because that's when you know, now it's in my hand, I need to close my hand. So that's key. Follow the ball with your eyes all the way into your hands, then close your hand. Okay, I'm using different colors of ball. There's nothing on it. Well done. Okay, so that went well. And then now we're going to be looking at, while you're looking at the ball, start moving your feet. Okay, it's wicket keeping is you're not supposed to be running all the way there, but your bowlers make you do that. So unfortunately, that ends up being your job. Okay, but the key with that is that try to keep your head in line with the ball. Okay, as much as you are moving, the key behind moving is to make sure that ball is in line with your head. Yeah, so if
that's the reason the keeper moves his feet side.
Exactly.
Is to find the line of the ball with his head.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's the most important thing when you're moving your head. Your head. Remember, it doesn't apply only on the leg side. It applies on the offside as well.
Yeah.
So if the ball is stretching a little bit wider, you have every right to move. While you were standing here, you just move and get in line. Because if that was Nick, if you're standing still, you're missing that. But if you move in line with the ball, then you're in reach of that ball to get there.
Okay. And my feet, just one thing that I've always seen you do, right? So my feet are never this.
The crossover, I don't really do the crossover.
No, not you. I'm saying I've never seen you do this.
Yes.
So I've always seen your feet move from side to side next to each other. So that's how I'm.
That's the most comfortable and basic way. Yes, there is a crossover as well.
Okay.
All right, but the thing about the crossover is that it forces you to go forward.
Yeah.
And that's where most problems starts. But if I'm standing here, I'm in line. Because that's all I need to do. If my knees and my chest are in one position, I'm happy with that. Once I hit the crossover, I find myself a distance far from the stance for the stumping.
Yeah.
Or once I hit a crossover, I'm too down while the ball is popping up. So I'm struggling to get up.
Okay.
So this one will always keep me in my power position. So if anything happens,
So this one here always keeps you strong.
Yes.
So if I need to explode,
easy to explode. Because you need to fire those hips up when that ball is turning or hitting a rough or something. Okay.
So this drill we're doing now, just a normal position.
Just a normal position, no worry about crouching, but just want to make you move your feet a bit. Because the key is you getting your head in line with the ball. Okay? And that's key, is that if it's there for you not to reach to it, if you want your head to be behind the ball, you're going to move your feet, your body's going to tell move your feet.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
It's just going to go by itself. So the key, keep your head always in line with the ball. You sort it. Okay, so now we're going to go to the famous crouch. It's got different takes on it. There's guys who crouch down, there's guys who don't really do crouch down. But the thing about the crouching is simply being able to pick up length from the ball. So if you can pick up length from this crouch position, you're good to go. But if you can pick up length from more down, you're good to go. But with wicket in South Africa, I always prefer guys going slightly down. It's rare you find ball, especially standing up, balls in this height. Or nah. Yeah, so there's one wicket where you're gonna get enormous bounce, and there's one that just dies. Yeah. Even from the top, even if it's just on good length from the batter. And the spin or mid and pacer is bowling, you are forced to stay low as much as possible. So the lower you go, the better it is. Just remember this, you're on elbows. Try to take them slightly away from your knees or legs. And that way you have room to do this. Have your hands working. So if I'm moving, my hands are still there. If I'm moving, my hands are still there.
Alright.
Okay. And if you do that crouch proper, I promise you will not feel the back pain. You'll feel in your thighs.
That's why keepers are big.
Yes. Watch it all the way. So I always start with that length where it's a foolish length. What I do for that, why I do that is try to force a guy to stay low as much as possible. And then why I prefer using these and red balls is to actually force the guy not to get up. It's only the yellow balls that will hit the deck and go up. So that's a bit different. Yes. There you go. There you go. So we're going to do last two, where we're going to do everything we just spoke about including now moving your feet. There you go. There you go. And that's it. Keep it as simple as that all the time, where watch that ball until it hits your hand, then you close it. You know it's there. Because that's how you drop a catch. That split second. You don't do that. Take your eyes off the ball.
It's in there.
And then you hear us saying, that's a regulation catch. And it's just a matter of discipline when it comes to you doing the consistent thing the correct way. And that's it. If you follow the ball, I promise you, if you follow the ball with your hand in line with it, your body will do most of the work by itself. So just stick to the basics, you're good to go.
Really?
Any questions?
That is... Listen, I said I've been in lockdown for about 16 months. I can feel myself breathing a little bit. And I can actually feel it in my thighs and my quads. And it's fantastic because that means the drills that we're doing now are doing exactly what they've been designed to do.